Hello, and welcome to Shed Space. Tonight I would like you to come on a journey with me to the ballet. Not many people like us manage to go to the ballet in our lives, but for some reason we decided it would be a good idea to try and expand our horizons and go along with the flow and have a look at some very, very lean ladies dancing around and some highly muscular males leaping through the air with what appears to be a loaf of bread tucked down the front of their very, very tight trousers. Now, as I said, this is just a journey. There's no need to be afraid. We aren't actually going to go to the ballet together. That'd just be weird, and nobody wants to be seen with a green and yellow pill walking down the street. Unless, of course, you live in a major city where the majority of people will be walking along with under the counter prescription medication rattling around in their pockets to take the edge off the day. Not us, though. Wink, wink. So, lay back and relax. Take a big, soothing breath in and let it nice and gently spill from your lungs. There we go. Nice and ready for this journey of a lifetime. We'll start by imagining that we are prepping to go to the lovely, lovely ballet. Let's say we're going to see Swan Lake, because that's the only one anybody normal really knows. We don't know why we're going to see it, but it should be an absolute laugh. So, as we take this journey, we're going to imagine standing in our bedroom in front of our wardrobe, looking down at all the clothes that are piled up there. We washed them in the washing machine. What a lovely noise that makes, buzzing and clanging around in the kitchen or in the laundry room, depending on how posh you are. And then being dried, and once dried, bundled out into a pile to stay there for a few days before it makes its slow and gradual journey upstairs into a pile on the floor. Now excuse me while I clear my throat. Oh, that was nice. So, as we're looking at our wardrobe, we're thinking, are jeans acceptable? What about a t-shirt? Am I going to have to dig the iron out from behind all the rubbish? So we reach across and pick up our phones and we type it into Google. And yes, jeans are acceptable leg wear, but a shirt would probably be best. So we stomp around unhappily and iron all our items, put them on our unwashed bodies because we've just rushed from a 12-hour shift at work and we've got 45 minutes to get to the parking, which was also extortionate. But don't panic, because we prepaid, just for that little sense of peace of mind. Now we're going to get into the car and put on our favourite audiobook, or even a lovely meditation, which can be found on one of our previous recordings, driving and how to cope with the stress. So as we make our way, we stop off at a small garage to find a drink. We're going to get some energy drinks because we're absolutely wiped out from all the driving, all the work, all the weeks worth of stress and not sleeping correctly because the cat keeps jumping on the bed or your partner spins around like some type of spinning top with arms and legs, snatching away that lovely soothing quilt. So we get back into the car and quickly neck the can of Monster Energy drink, or even scull it, as they would say in Australia. Oh, that was tasty. Nice and fizzy. We can feel the gases building up in our stomach sac, but it's not ready yet. So we continue our journey to the ballet. We park. There are loads of spaces. So soothing. We get out and take our nice quick stroll to the front doors, and the people look at us with disdain because we've got Monster Energy drink down our fronts and a distended belly from all the gas. We march up the stairs. Don't worry though, there are only 10 flights, and we get into the nosebleed seat area. As we go down to our restricted view seats, because they were marginally cheaper than the rest of the seats, we notice that we've got to walk through 20 people who are already sat down. They stand up and we walk crotch to crotch, gently tickling them with our tips of our wieners as we walk past, that embarrassment flowing through us like hot magma. That's right, I said magma. I didn't pronounce the G because it didn't come out, so there. Now we get to our seats and sit down, and then you hear the beautiful music kick up from down in the front, and you look at the stage. It's as far away as the moon. That's quite nice. You'll be able to see everything happening all at once without having to move your eyes. Now the music starts to build up and get louder and louder. You hear the children behind you rummaging through their bags of crisps and sweets, and the curtains open. There is a handsome man stood in the centre of the stage, gesturing around as if he's lost in a dream. Perhaps he's been taking spice like the gentlemen who are outside the theatre at the moment. No, he's not. He's far more elegant. He has the hair of a prince from medieval times, what appears to be a penis the size of one of your shoes, hammering around merrily in his tights. It's also magic. The music starts to become more whimsical, and the gentleman on stage starts moving backwards and forwards, and other actors or dancers come out onto the stage. Fucking hell, they're beautiful. All absolute prime specimens of humans clomping around. You hear every single hammering footfall land. You never realised this before because you're a pleb, but the ballet is rather a noisy affair. Very stampy and clompy. You can hear their poor knees saying, "Oh, Jesus Christ, another leap, how nice." Their cartilage is worn down to a fine paste which, with every landing, squeezes out to the sides of their joints like toothpaste being trodden underfoot and popping out its little lovely tube. You start to get into it, we're getting into it. It's lovely, the music's nice, the dancing's beautiful, and then you realise, oh dear, I've got to sit here for almost 2.5 hours. I'm not sure my level of engagement is quite up to that, but oh well, it was expensive as fuck, so we're going to enjoy it. You hear someone arguing downstairs in the stalls. It's strange because it carries so much better than the music. There's a young woman who's clearly in distress, but doesn't mind voicing her opinion. She screams at the top of her voice, "Some friend you are! Oh, for fuck's sake!" And then she gets one of those lovely shh from the audience. "I don't give a fuck," she retorts. She lets everybody know that she's a strong and powerful, independent woman who doesn't mind making a complete clown of herself in front of everyone. Oh, magic. If only we could be this strong. This has got to the 10-minute mark now, and already it's starting to drag. Yes, just like the show that we're watching. Oh dear. Now the Monster Energy drink that we drank at a rapid pace has discharged all of its bubbles into our upper digestive system. You feel them rumbling and gushing forward up your esophagus, into your mouth, out past your lips, in a rip-roarer of a belch. Oh, fantastic. Everybody loves a good burp. You think everybody must have really enjoyed it because everybody's looking. Some are smiling, but others are wafting their hands in front of their noses because, let's be honest, Monster Energy drink does smell like a shit after a night on the Jaeger bombs. So we enjoy our dance, we are enlightened, and then we leave. We drive home, talking about how wonderful it was, but then we start to Google all the history behind it, which then devolves into Googling what's the stupidest question anybody's ever asked Google. That's right, because like us, and like you, we're basic bitches deep down. So we've arrived home, we're getting into bed, none the wiser for what we've just experienced, and as we close our eyes and drift off into that slumber that is probably about 3 hours overdue, we have a quick fumble with each other and nod off. So with that, take a deep breath in and let a deep breath out. And I hope you sleep well tonight, with all those horrible things you've done in the past plaguing your memories. All my love. Mwah.